It's a very sad story. Over the years, you lost your son, you lost your lovely wife, Margaret, and then you lost your sister, and the rest of the family are not very local, sort of far away. So how lonely was it for you?
It was very lonely. You know, you go back into a house and nobody there. You can go out shopping, be amongst people, come back, open the door. You've got nobody to shout to, say, well, I'm back. I've met so-and-so. It's just emptiness.
And was it beginning... Did you feel it was beginning to get on top of you?
Well, as you get older, you get more slower. And at times I have a job to get out and I have a job to walk. Sometimes I have to use the oxygen. But I'm one of the lucky ones because I found a family who has really adopted me into their family, and I look forward to even meeting them. That they'll see that I'm all right.
Absolutely.
And take some of the time off and have a chat.
Now, your relationship with Emma's family started, I guess, not too long after you lost your wife. You come across an advert that Emma had put up advertising cleaning services in your local post office. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, I saw it in the General Post Office, and it was very lucky that I looked in that window that day and saw this note, and I took the phone number down, and when I got back home, I rang the number, and that's when it first started. Emma arrived, and she's been with me, 8 years now?
Yeah.
Come on, for 8.
Well, I mean, it went way beyond those initial sort of cleaning services, general help around the house. So what made you do that? Had you been doing it before?
No, I got made redundant. I was a teaching assistant at school, and I'd not long gone back after having my first child after maternity leave. So I thought, I need to make some money, and I thought it'd be a good way.
And so when the phone rang, was that the first call that you'd had from the ad?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
And so what did you do? Did you go round?
Yes, I think I went round probably the next couple of days round to your house. I can still remember sat in your front room for the first time.
And did you expect it to sort of end up the way he has? Really have a new member of your family?
No. I thought it would just be a job. I never imagined, have this friendship that we have now.
Well, you got very poorly, didn't you? And you ended up in hospital. And so you were saying that, and that is a lonely place in itself. You're worried about what's going on with you, and at the same time, it would be lovely to have someone to come in and say hello. And so it had only been a little while since you started working for him, and then she was your first visitor.
Yes.
How did that feel?
Well, when I had a collapse in the car, the first person that really came to see me in the ward was Emma. And it was a great surprise because she'd only been with me, a fortnight to 3 weeks. And she was more of a stranger, really. And I thought, well, how kind. And it started off from there. And also, when I was diagnosed with cancer, the husband made arrangements for Emma to take me out, away for 3 days. We went to one of the Warner hotels at Hungerford.
Which is so lovely.
It's so lovely.
He stopped the time to look after children.
So this was your husband's idea?
Yeah.
To take a man away for 3 days? So what was his thought behind that?
I was sort of worried you hadn't been away for years, probably, had you?
No.
And I thought you just needed a break to get out of the house, really, and see, a different place, really.
So this is now a full-blown, not just a friendship. I mean, this is a new family member that's happened here. How close are you all?
Oh, we are really close, aren't we, Roy?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't be any closer, really.
No, yeah.
It's... and that includes all the family, the mother and the father, the brothers and the sisters, their aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
Nephews and cousins.
The whole family.
Because you've got Phoebe, who's 9, and Jessie, who's 6, and Millie, who's 4. So, and you've seen the girls grow up, really, haven't you?
Yes, I've seen the girls grow up. The only ones I haven't seen, she was 2 years old, and that was Phoebe.
Yeah.
But as for the Jessica and Lily, I've seen them right from the very beginning.
And I know that you said you did a little bit of filming, didn't you, about loneliness? And I read that they actually went into their school to tell their friends and their teachers that their granddad was going to be on the telly. It must be so lovely for you to hear that.
Yes, it is.
So lovely.
And it's one of the things I look forward to when Emma brings them up. Says, can I bring the children up? Say, don't have to ask, just bring them up.
So
wonderful.
you've become a very important part of their family, like almost a surrogate older member of the family to look up to.
Definitely a role model.
Oh, yeah. And so what has she done for you? What has her family done for you?
Well, she's made me realise that life is worth living. When you find friends like Emma and her family, and they're very few and far between, I'm afraid, these days, and there's been a great help. Some say it puts years on you, but it's taken years off of me.
Running around after the children, yeah.
It's just wonderful.
It is really important, isn't it, Roy? And that's why you wanted to come here today. You wanted to sit on the sofa today to say, reaching out to someone you think might be lonely can transform their lives.
Yeah. Well, loneliness is like an illness, but there's no medication. You know, you can't go to the doctors and they, want tablets to get rid of this because he can't give it you. The only people that will give you is other people that will come to your house, knock on the door, have a word with you,
Just
or
check
ring them up.
on you, yeah.
They might have their own family who's living miles and miles away, and perhaps they can't even get out of the house. I'm lucky up to now that I can get out.
And it's
Because
something we can all
sometimes
do,
I go-
isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go to a supermarket. I don't want anything. It's just to be amongst people.
Yes.
And I come back, but you come back to an empty house.
Yes. And even just a phone call is lovely.
Yeah, the phone call is the important part.
Yeah.
I have somebody from Age UK, and Amber Julie. She rings me up every night, bar for Thursdays and Sundays. And I look forward. I have the phone right at the side, and it rings twice, so I pick it up. And she'll let me know what she's been doing. I'll let her know what I've been doing. Yeah. And that's its great help.
What a lovely help.
And she's the only person sometimes that I've spoken to all day long.
Yeah. Well, we thought you're an amazing family. You're fantastic. We love what you've all done for each other. We love the way it happened. So in the new year, because I know you're all spending Christmas together, in the new year, we're going to send you all away for a holiday. You can all go together.
Wow, that's amazing.
If that's all
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah?
Yes.
You can say no if you want.
You can say no.